we're here on Jodicia Gillis. Last time we talked 2 days ago, you asked me for proof of her travel back and forth. That's her I-94. So when it says ARR, it means arrived in and departed from. So you can see for years. She had just a snippet. She works on H-2B visas for about 6 months to 2 years, depending on her contract, through various companies. Stein Erickson Collection, it's hospitality, was in 2020. South Carolina Kiowa Resort was 2022 to 2023. And then the most recent one, April to October of 2024, was St. Joe's Company Hospitality, where she works at various resorts. After that, she was here on a vacation visa. So she was.
Let's pause here. The prosecution confirms she was previously on a legal work visa, now expired, and currently on a tourist visa. That alone doesn't make her illegal, but it puts her in a legal gray zone, and combine that with the eye-watering $780,000 allegation, the state sees a potential flight risk. But here's the thing, despite the massive charge, she has no prior record. So the real question becomes, is a non-violent first-time defendant truly a danger, or is this just a worst-case assumption fueled by the money involved? Let us know what you think in the comments.
Here illegally, and then she has to go back to Jamaica, get her new contract, and come back. So,
have you seen this, Mr. Kim?
I haven't, but I verified through DHS. So it wasn't a misrepresentation, but she was previously on a work visa. However, it expired last year. So legally speaking, she's on a tourist visa. And Shreya's tried her hardest, but she's armed with allegedly $780,000. She's not an American national. She's out here on a tourist visa.
So what we would do is we would have her surrender a passport then.
Yes, let's do it.
So I mean, that's what it says. Like if Judge rules out, it's going to be the first thing, but just because with the amount of money, just allegedly the amount of money that she has stolen and the fact that she's here on a tourist visa, I'm still opposed at no bond, but if the court grants a bond, that would be my request for.
I mean, I'm okay. We have no other criminal history, right?
No, Judge, but
it doesn't appear that she's a danger, right? She's got a young kid. Did the nursing thing work out?
No, but almost, because of red tape. So I bought it with my own money, but because of red tape, they won't let me bring it. Don't worry, I just verified from Sylvia that at some point we came upon the conclusion that if you deny the PR bond and if whatever, we're going to bring her to court every day so she can pump. Then in the afternoons, she has to go to the hospital every day.
I don't know about it. I'm not going to do a PR bond because I think that at the very minimum, you need to have some skin in the game so that you.
Okay, what kind of bond were you thinking?
I don't know. What
I said, I still stand by. I have to defer the court.
This moment right here exposes the raw human side of the system, breastfeeding. A basic maternal act, blocked not by law, but bureaucracy. The attorney says he paid for a pump out of his own pocket and jail still wouldn't allow it. Think about that. The judge has to decide on a bond while this woman is hand-expressing milk in the showers. Forget guilt or innocence for a second. Are we watching justice or cruelty? Comment below if you think this is a systemic failure or a necessary rigidity.
Because I'm still standing on the no bond because of the circumstances. And so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but just in terms of the allegations and over the long period of time, and again, for the other same reasons, is that
she's alleged to close to $750,000.
So how much?
That's.
She's not convicted. This is the question I asked today. She's not convicted. She's charged. And we're not talking about the underlying facts. It was a 2B. There could be various defenses. All we're talking about is how to get her to Pennsylvania. But if we are considering the underlying facts, I would like to know how much Harris County, the sheriff's office, and this court values a mother's right to breastfeed. 700 and...
This is where the courtroom gets real. A mother begging for a breast pump, lawyers offering to buy one out of pocket, and red tape blocking it all. Forget the charges for a second, Diz. The system failing her as a human being. Sound off in the comments.
70,000? If we're talking numbers, because she has been denied access. The Harris County Jail has admitted and is scrambling. And I'm talking CEO of Harris Health right now. They are scrambling. They have been asking me multiple times, why is she not getting a PR bond? Why is she not getting a PR bond? So I'm asking you that on behalf of the people that I've spoken with, why she is not getting a PR bond, knowing that they cannot provide those facilities. And we're at the point where I have to bring her daily.
Let's talk strategy. The defense is making a smart emotional appeal here. She's not violent. She's a mom. She's suffering, but the state won't budge. The prosecution is locked on that number, $780,000. They don't want APR bond. And they're not even sure Pennsylvania wants her extradited. That's a major variable. If Pennsylvania isn't ready to take her, what exactly are we doing here? The prosecution argues risk, the defense argues humanity, and Judge Fleischer, he's clearly feeling the weight of both.
Pointed, and I paid for it with my own money. I'll donate a $300 pump, but they won't take it. So because of the red tape, she is.
Bring her here so she can she use a pump here?
So I
You
bought.
guys okay with that?
And that's the thing. They said, we don't know if they'll allow that because technically she can't go back to the holdover with the pump I bring. So that's asking me to every day bring a pump so she can pump. I'll go home, I'll disinfect it, and I'll bring it back. But this is insanity, Judge. She's a nonviolent offender. We don't even know if Pennsylvania wants to pick her up. We're fighting, I mean, the state is fighting a battle and saying this woman cannot breastfeed. They barely are getting a pump. And I find this absolutely crazy. She's been in custody for 6 days. She has to go to the shower and hand express. They refuse to give her.
Look, she's charged with a criminal offense of.
I'm saying she's going back. She's going back.
$750,000. It just so happens that it happens at the time where she gives birth. I mean, it never, when someone gets arrested, it's never at the best time. Oh, you know what? Thank God I got arrested now. I mean, shista happens, right?
Sure.
It just does. But there's consequences to behavior.
And let's take her passport and make her go back. I have contact with her father who's going to come get her. I have contact with her mother. She's not leaving the country. There's no flight risk.
So for what it's worth, in terms of if she waived, I asked Amy to call to see if it flipped to a waiver, because technically and legally, right now, they're only pursuing a governor's warrant because she's a refusal. So I asked Amy to call to figure out when the fastest they could come if she waived today. And she got a hold of Corporal. They're supposed to call her back today because the person in charge of it.
No, that.
This is where it gets real. The judge acknowledges the bad timing of arrest, but still lands a tough blow. Consequences. He's not denying the circumstances are harsh. A mother arrested while nursing. Families scrambling. Confusion over extradition. But he won't let emotion override the law. And when he says, I can't show preference, it cuts deep, because while fairness is essential in a courtroom, the human instinct to show mercy to a mother in need is just as strong. Where do you stand on this? Should the law bend a little for situations like this?
That's
the other question I asked, because technically the decision would lie with the prosecutor. So she's right now calling the DA's office in Pennsylvania, because the sheriff's office only obviously facilitates whatever that decision is. As far as what the extradition confirmation was, they are willing to extradite.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I can't show preference to anybody. I get it that she's nursing and stuff, but how am I supposed to show preference to anybody? I have to be fair to everybody. I can't show preference.
It's a nonviolent first-time offender.
Well, and so that's why
Flight risk.
I'm not asking you for $25,000, because otherwise in this type of situation, I would say no bond or somewhere in the neighborhood of like 25 grand. So no,
I'm sorry.
Like $1,000?
fine,
1,000?
sure.
Okay.
There's consequence. Can you bring her out, please? Guys, do you mind bringing her out? Gillis?
And sorry, and this obviously is relevant, were you able to confirm who actually has her passport to surrender? Because if that's going to be a condition of.
The DHS wherever she got arrested.
Here comes the judge's final decision. $1,000 bond. That may sound low, but there's a catch. Surrender the passport. Miss that court date. It's zero bond and a nationwide warrant. Judge Fleischer just drew a hard line. It's mercy with teeth. He's giving her a chance, but also making it crystal clear. Take this seriously, or face the full weight of the system. It's a classic example of judicial balance, compassion layered with accountability. Let us know. Was this fair justice, or overly strict?
Okay.
Oh, I'll ask her right now. She knows.
Okay. Because I'll have to
So
call.
what's the actual charge? Is it like misappropriating?
So the way it was written was theft by deception, false impression. But then I'll have to pass, because the alternative is if it's going to be kept in DHS, then it would be an order from the court that would be submitted to DHS so that they don't inadvertently release it to another authorized party. Because otherwise it would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office, which obviously to facilitate that, that's gonna take a couple days. Because they have to bring it here and release. I don't know what kind of forms they have to fill out. I don't-
So I'm gonna give this back to you. Do you want to see this?
I-
So it looks like she
Well, I
does,
accept pretty on the
she
travel.
does travel quite a
Did
bit.
I forward it to you? I don't, there's so many
I don't
emails.
take
Um,
issues on
Here,
the
you want
travel
it?
part.
Let's, come on, Amy, say they don't want her.
I went to call, they didn't answer. I think they're on lunch break because they closed during the lunch hour system.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did leave a voice message with the person I talked to. So,
I will call after the approach.
Well, regardless though,
Well, no, I'm saying if they don't want to extradite, then the bond becomes irrelevant. And I just missed the
Then we
case.
don't have to fight.
I'll call, I'll
Our-
figure it out. I'll get hold of somebody.
I mean, I can't imagine that that's why, you know, really.
It's Pennsylvania.
I don't
I don't know.
Who has your passport right now?
It's in Olden,
What do you mean holding? Like which?
here downstairs.
Oh, they have it here.
So then they would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at the,
Yes, evidence.
got it, okay. So
Okay,
that's even
And I
better.
think Paria has a copy of the form if you don't already have one to
Okay.
have.
I'll
the police.
I'll email it.
so your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond so that you can go turn yourself in to Pennsylvania. I will acquiesce and I will set your bond at $1,000. How
When Judge Fleischer says, I don't care if Jesus is here, I have to treat everyone the same. You know he's drawing the line between fairness and favoritism. It's a powerful moment. And a reminder that justice is meant to be blind. Still, it stings. A new mom, facing extradition, denied breastfeeding support. Yet told to follow protocol like anyone else. Does equality before the law mean ignoring context? Or is context the very heart of justice?
before I do that, I'm ordering you to surrender your passport because I'm not going to trust you that you're not going to go. You do a lot of international flight and I don't want you to take off on me
No,
because I need you.
Boom, the judge isn't mincing words. You get out on $1,000 bond. But one wrong move and it's nationwide warrant. Zero bond. No more chances. This is the legal version of don't test me. Fair or too harsh. You decide.
To answer the charges that you're wanted for out of Pennsylvania because that's what we do. So the other thing I need you to understand is that from the time that you bond out, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to turn yourself in that jurisdiction. If you fail to do that, the bond that I set here now, I'm going to revoke it, set it at 0. I will not give you another one. I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. You can't run forever. I will get you, and this time I will physically hold you. And it doesn't matter if you're nursing this or if you're doing that. I don't care. You need to understand that. I
Understand.
cannot show you favorable treatment. I understand that you're nursing, but I have to treat everybody the same way. It doesn't matter if Jesus was here. I have to treat everybody the same way, and I do. I try to be as fair as possible, help you out as much as I can within the limits of the law. So understand, I'm happy to set you up. Well, otherwise, because if I thought you were a danger or flight risk, I wouldn't set you a bond. So I am going to set you one, and it's a low bond at that, at $1,000. Normally it's, 5 to 10, but understand, I'm going to hold you to it. So if you just take off and you don't go turn yourself in, you understand?
I was planning to drive over and not fly over, where it'll be a little bit more easier for me to
That's
get there.
probably a good,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, you'll get arrested at the
Trey
airport where you're
explained
talking about your
exactly how
dad
to do it.
driving you.
You don't want to take another risk where they,
Yes, sir.
because understand, we're letting you out. That warrant is still a valid warrant. So you get stopped somewhere else, they'll take you into custody. So you have to be careful. The only other thing I'm going to say, don't wait till the last day
No, sir.
because, all right,
Understand.
quick, anything else? Question?
No, I'll meet you back.
Well, do you think you'd be able to get it today for the passport surrender for,
Me?
well,
Oh, I'll do it right now.
okay,
Yeah, I'll make sure I don't leave the court without it.
okay.
I
I'll
have
stand
two
down until that.
passports, so I'd have to
What?
double check.
What do you mean you have 2 passports? Where are they?
Because one is they're downstairs, so.
Okay, well, both of them will go.
Yeah, now it's both.
Because I think one is the H2B.
Well, guys, I'll let you
Okay.
talk about it.
Well,
And-
all your
Sorry.
passports, got it.
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Ms. Whitaker. Ma'am, you are charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
On September 4th, 2024, Officers responded to an assault at In-Town Suites located at 9155 Sam Houston Highway in Harris County, Texas. This call slip advised that the manager was pepper sprayed by the defendant. The complainant, the manager, was transported to Houston HCA Hospital, and the officer reviewed the lobby security footage of the defendant approached the complainant, becoming increasingly irate as they conversed. While the defendant was arguing with the complainant, the defendant grabbed a pink-colored pepper spray canister and discharged it at the complainant.
What a case! Joshua Gillis, a non-violent, first-time offender with valid travel history, is accused of theft totaling nearly $780,000. The court wrestled with whether to hold her without bond, all while navigating urgent maternal needs the jail couldn't accommodate. In the end, Judge Fleischer allowed a $1,000 bond, on the condition that she surrenders her passport and turns herself in within 2 weeks. Missed that deadline. It's game over. Nationwide warrant, zero bond, no second chances. It was a case where law met humanity and didn't blink.
The defendant quickly exited the lobby and fled the scene in a red-colored Mercedes-Benz. The complainant told the officers that she was working the front desk when the defendant came in, upset about her reservation, and demanded a refund. The complainant tried to explain to the defendant that she did not have the authority to issue a refund when the defendant pepper sprayed the complainant and ran off. The complainant positively identified the defendant through a photo array.
Okay. Ms. Whitaker, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of weapons, and not to go back to this location. If I find that you violate these conditions, if you become a danger to my community, I only have one place for you. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm not asking for much. Do you mind filing those conditions, please? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am?
No, sir, I'm not working.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I need to know everything about you. How much money you have in the bank? What kind of...
There's no money in the bank.
Whether you drive a Mercedes-Benz?
It's in my daughter's name. She pays for it.
I need to know everything about you, ma'am.
You can know everything.
Deputy Miranda, do you mind giving an application? Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, ma'am.
Judge, I'm sorry, there was one more. It's an Philadelphia arrangement. It's there next to you.
Okay.
I have Mr. Spence on your docket. He's present. The reason for the approach is I wanted to ask the court to consider modifying the MOEP or bond conditions for Mr. Spence. The complainant has communicated with the state that they're unopposed to the defendant and the complainant having contact, and that is the condition that we would like amended.
He's doing an online bill class. Does he have it done? Because once it gets done, the case gets dismissed and it's done.
You're absolutely right. This morning, he officially agreed to do the bit.
I have since January he's been working on it.
Well, we were
Given him more time in February. Now we're March 26th.
There was some communication with the state regarding which bid class to complete. That has been resolved. He's agreed to do it. It's a 16-hour online class.
I'm giving him 2 weeks. You know, really, we're now at 170 days. He doesn't have it done. Offer's been there since January.
I think we're okay with the 2 weeks, Judge. I just don't know how the court feels about amending the bond at this time.
Mr. Spence, come up.
And further background, there's some business transactions, legitimate business transactions between the complainant and the defendant, and they're both respecting the bond conditions and the MOEP, not having contact, but it's interfering with those business transactions, Judge.
Judge, we defer to the court. I will confirm everything Vince has said.
Oh, you haven't confirmed it yet.
Well, no, I have confirmed it. I have been in contact with the complainant. She is asking to amend the bond conditions, but we would defer to the court to that ultimate decision.
Okay. Any prior assault of history against the same complaining witness?
There is a prior assault with the same complainant. It
I'm
was
not going to do it.
dismissed.
No, he has a prior assault against this person that's just been dismissed. No. And I'm telling you now, your case is 170 days old. Since January, you've had an offer to have this case dismissed for you doing an online anger management course. You now have 2 weeks to get this thing done. If you don't have it done, I'm going to set your case for trial. Do you understand? Okay?
We'll get it done, Judge.
Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Likewise.
I'm reporting on Sierra Mitchell.
Mitchell. Oh, is it a new case?
So, no, what happened was I was her felony appointed lawyer upstairs.
Oh, did
It got dismissed, but they refiled it as a misdemeanor. And so I've already talked to the MAC, and I was going to request from the court that I'll be appointed as her MAC lawyer.
Are you on the list to be appointed?
I'm a MAC.
I've already spoken with Morgan, and she said she was fine as long as she got the green light from you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make the request. I'll just state your bar number when we're done.
Thank you for getting on our case.
No problem.
But we need to do bond conditions and
Yes,
stuff.
it's
It's an arraignment setting.
Right. Here's the PSR, and we can call it.
Ms. Mitchell, come up. Good morning, Ms. Mitchell. Ma'am, you were charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you. He has been gracious enough to now sign on to your case. He's doing it. So please.
On April 10th, 2024, the complainant stated that he got into an argument with his roommate, the defendant's boyfriend. The complainant stated the defendant's girlfriend while his arms were being held on by the defendant's boyfriend. After the defendant used her forearm to put the complainant in a chokehold with her knee on the complainant's mouth. The complainant stated the chokehold lasted around 6 seconds and his breathing was short and it was painful to swallow. The defendant also stated to the complainant, "I'll kill you both." The officers observed visible injuries to the complainant's face, chest, arms, back, and chin. The complainant stated that the estimated level of pressure on the neck was a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Ms. Mitchell, do you know of any dope or alcohol or anything of this nature?
Nothing alleged.
No. Ms. Mitchell, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also now granting what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Mr. Sims as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. If you violate this court order, they will file additional cases against you. A violation of protective order is one of the worst cases you can pick up. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. But Ms. Mitchell, it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, you've gone AWOL, you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my community, it's not going to go well for you. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So she has a prior, okay, the impeding breath is this case now.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other?
No criminal history, guys.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $100 and I'm going to grant you a PR bond today. But like I said, this is the only one. If I find that you become a danger, it's just not going to go well. Do you understand that? Okay, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria while we take a seat while we generate your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign them. And after that, you'll be free to go. Thanks, sir.
Mr. Chairman, congratulations, please. Please tell me story from that you've been convicted of a felony, namely, what's the aggravated battery? In 16 for 2000. And that you reflect the judge is out of the court. You also use the
Hey, Abigail? Abigail, need you with your computer.
Yes, absolutely. Sure.
See any other DWIs anywhere else, please?
All right. I get a cost number.
253-9108.
Jobs.
Okay. Mr. Young, can you get your
Not only that, can you run the license as well?
Just these two. For the
Nothing
DWIs.
else? Okay.
And then prior.
And then the license, please.
Oh, the license, yes. It is suspended for AOR.
Okay.
The end date is
Just say,
2026.
the end date is when?
2026. Okay. So next February. Oh, and Your Honor, we have news for you. Kenzie and I are leaving on Monday.
No, really?
We are sad to go, but
Oh, where are you going?
keep it up.
Okay, where's she going?
Oh,
You know?
I don't know.
Really? Awesome.
We're gonna need something.
Nice. So who, do we know we're getting 2 new people?
We're getting one co-star,
Okay.
Joel, right now in conference. And then you're getting John, he's one of our class, he's pretty good.
Okay, great.
One new, one old. Emily's staying. And she's
Stays,
staying,
right?
yes, yeah, so. But new group.
Are you excited?
I am, I think so. I don't know a lot about juvenile, so I'll see how it goes.
It'll be a learning
I
experience.
think so.
Yeah. Which court are you going to?
42nd.
42nd.
Judge Nelson.
Okay, she's fine. She's good.
I heard I need to be very uncomfortable today, so.
Just preparedness is everything, you know. Law, you know, because you're not gonna get all the like. You'll get to really see what, you know. It's gonna be fun.
My parents say that my job is exciting now. I'm like, wait until next week.
I hope you have a good chief because that really is what makes or breaks your, you know. Because a lot of times, and I don't want to know. I don't know if you get to really do what you want to do, what your heart tells you to do. But I hope.
Hey, do you need anything from, Spears or Cinema? Okay, you good? You good? Thank you for the judge. Yeah. Yeah. And it's been a good part.
Well,
We'll be here till
you
Friday.
know, the idea is that it's easygoing, nice, fun, but it's stern when it needs to be, you know? Who's the young lady in back?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy? Okay, got it. All right, coming up, guys. Mr. Jones.
So, what did we just witness? A courtroom caught between compassion and consequence. A mother accused of major financial fraud, but also navigating the real-time needs of her child. A judge trying to enforce the law while juggling the public. In prison logistics, ultimately. She walks away on a $1,000 bond, but with her freedom hanging by a thread. One missed court date, and it's game over if you found this case as shocking as we did. Make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns just like this. We've got more cases coming that will leave you speechless. Stay tuned.